I'm Amaya Whisper. And you know what I like? I like Doom Yaoi. So you know what? I like this. I also like this. I'm probably going to end up liking this. Just a matter of time. But anyways, hi. I love Alien Stage, and my favorite characters tend to die off in everything I love. So I'm really looking forward to today's round, the final round. And for context, this is not the final part of Alien Stage, but it is considered the final round. Apparently, we're like halfway through the story, and I've experienced a lot of pain in my life. Losing Ivan, losing Kaoru, losing Akisearu. It seems to always happen to me, and it's my fault for getting attached to like white-haired characters. But the Ivan situation was, what the fuck, you know? And for those of you that don't know what Alien Stage is a singing competition where you have humans treated as pets and aliens have them sing to the death. And the last round caused quite an uproar. Gee, I wonder why. My theories for this round are that Hyuna and Mizzy are probably going to rescue them mid-round, and then the whole thing will be blown apart. Or Luca will eventually die in some self-sacrificing kind of way as like repentance for what he did to Hyuna's brother when they were young. But I have a feeling that won't happen until later. Overall, my theories are that Mizzy and Hyuna will probably come in like mid-round and just disrupt the whole thing and take Till with them. And then Till's gonna probably have some realization that, oh my god, Missy's alive. And then he might think of Ivan, and then he might start to like come to terms with his feelings for Ivan. It's gonna be kind of like a free run, like Himmel situation, except with like a third party, you know? And then another theory is that there is like a chance that Luca will go to their side, go to the like Resistance's side and reluctantly join in, and then Hyuna won't be happy about it, but then Mizzy will be like, we'll need all the help we can get or something, you know? But we'll see. I love that 30-year-old twink. The only other thing that I could see happening is probably just like nothing. Because I feel like this is supposed to be very much like kind of like a precursor into the next round, basically. But we'll see. Anyways, I'm not emotionally prepared. I managed to stay spoiler free, and I have probably, I'm looking at my DMs right now. I have a lot of DMs, and I guarantee half of them are about Alien Stage. And I have 11 DMs from my wife right now, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's probably Alien Stage. I'm not gonna click on that. I don't want to get spoiled. I'm trying so hard to remain spoiler free. I ignored my addiction to Twitter today to go and do this immediately when I got up. Real quick before we get into watching this, make sure to support Vivinos and watch the entire video on her channel as well. Alien Stage is a really, really passionate project and deserves your support. All right, now I'm gonna get into misery. I'm so excited to hurt again. This video includes animated blood and screen flashes that can be photosensitive, induced photos. Oh fuck, I didn't actually end up reading that. God. Oh, this is surprisingly low on Blame's range. What the? This is not the kind of, I didn't expect this kind of sound. I mean, honestly, from the trailer, I'm sorry, my main focus was Luca's back because I'm a degenerate, but Akugetsu is an incredibly flexible vocalist, and Akugetsu voices Till, and Blame voices Luca, and Blame and Akugetsu both have like very high ranges, so it's interesting to like hear the like lower parts, especially from Luca. Oh, so it looks like they're going to hijack the concert. Oh my god. Luca with the man bun! It's interesting that they have this song. I'm guessing the whole Blink On like TikTok thing is very much like Luca plays a violin? It's all on a timer. Honestly, I'm really curious to see like Hyuna's reaction to this whole thing, because they're clearly going to like intervene, right? And I think that as much as Hyuna like resents Luca for basically killing her brother, like Hyunwoo, I think that there's also part of her that's still like attached and like empathizes, and I feel like I don't think she would completely forgive him from what I understand about Hyuna. I don't know too much about Hyuna, but I do feel like there is a sense of like a bond that they're all in this situation, you know? Sorry, actually, the pausing a lot. I don't know if this was like a theory or if this is like actually canon, but do you see how in the grenade, if we go back here, right? You can see like the alien eyes. A lot of what they use in the resistance is actually like they're actually products made of aliens, and just like stuff in general, which is strange because if you look in like the first round with Till, right, the guitar that he smashes is actually an alien, right? And then there's a theory that in an act garden, which is where they start out as kids, the flowers have like the eye cameras in them, and that's the reason why Ivan crushes them for Till. Like there's like the there's like the whole duality of how Ivan cares for Till versus how Sua cares for Missy, you know? And in Sua's, it's more of a gentle approach and it's very reciprocal, and Ivan doesn't really like understand a lot of things. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like the cool guy who will like defend you, but he won't say why, and he'll do it in like a dick way. But honestly, Ivan isn't that bad. But like, I remember there's like at some point, Ivan kind of refers to Sua as like, oh, if I had a sibling or like a male version of me, would this like be me? And it's like in reference to Sua. And I have the art book, and it's it says that in the art book, but also there's a part where Ivan basically calls Sua a fool for sacrificing herself for Mizzy. You know, and he's like, why would you just leave them more traumatized? And then after like his round, right? After round 6, he's like, I understand it. It's really like bittersweet, you know, the way he came to understand how like Sua feels about this and the sacrifice she would make, even though it would leave them more traumatized. Like you see art of like Till trying to draw Ivan's face in his like sketchbook, but all he can like remember is his eyes, and then he scribbles it all out. No, this was also something that everyone brought up. Everyone was like, Luca pretended to be like, tried to act like Sua in the round with Mizzy, and everyone was like, oh yeah, Luca's gonna pretend to be Ivan, and then Till isn't gonna fall for it. I feel like Till is he's a deeply sensitive and romantic person, right? But simultaneously, I think that he's also a very resilient person, and once he picks himself back up, he really picks himself back up. And I think that Luca's going to be surprised that this doesn't work, but we'll see what this 30-year-old twink does. Yeah! Oh, there we go. Yeah, you go! I love Luca, but you can come back! Luca's always playing psychological warfare during these. No! 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 I'm glad that he came back, right? But I really wish no, I know it's not possible because actually, fun fact, in the art book, the way Till feels about Ivan, even though it shows a lot of conflict in the videos, right? Actually, Ivan and Till were quite close, and it shows a relationship at about like a 70. So the way Till talks about Mizzy, he puts her on a pedestal. He like idolizes her. He adores her. He finds her beautiful. Whereas Ivan, he describes as very annoying, right? But his relationship is at a 70 out of 100. So, I mean, that's peak tsundere right there, so. Quick recovery from Luca. No! No! What? Is it a cliffhanger? Oh, thank God. I didn't see how much time there was left. Oh, precious babies. No! It's Ivan and Mizzy? Oh no. Wait! Hold on. This looks like Ivan. There's another hand here. Wait, no, this one looks like Ivan. It's a bigger hand. I thought this was initially Ivan because of the black sleeve, but Ivan was wearing white in the previous round, I think. Oh, but I can't tell who he's looking at. Is he looking at Ivan or is he looking at Mizzy? Because there's a whole thing that Ivan or Till never looks at Ivan until Ivan dies for him. Of course, Ivan's still alive, but you know. See, interesting. I think this was like the fourth way I would have predicted things going. Because like I did have like an inkling that it could possibly go this way. But to be honest, it wasn't a very strong one. I don't know what I would define this resolution as. I will say though, here, if we go back, right? Luca is like super, super attached to Hyuna, and I don't remember where, but there's like some comic where you see that Luca tends to bite things that he likes, or he learns that behavior somehow. A lot of the behavior in Enact Garden is learned because they're kind of cosplaying humans as humans because there isn't like a ton of information about humans. Like everything in Enact Garden is simulated and fake, built to look real and simulate what would be in like on or like a human environment, quote unquote, right? And Luca's very, very attached to Hyuna, and he used to be they used to be super close along with her brother when they were younger, but then there's an accident, and then it's kind of, on one hand it's implied that Luca killed Hyunwoo, and then on another hand it's like what probably happened was that Luca got jealous and then they fought, but it was an accident. Because if you look in the actual like part where he dies, Luca's surprised, but then I think he also kind of relishes in it. Oh, there's no more competition for Hyuna's affection, you know? But I didn't really see, this is a kind of reaction. I was like, okay. See, I feel like there is like still a lingering attachment. I feel like it's possible that it'll turn out like they'll finally talk and then it'll turn out to be like a misunderstanding somewhat, and then these two will have like an open implied thing. But here's the thing, Luca's the kind of character where like even if he didn't do it right, he would just be like, well, now there's no one to get in the way of us anymore, you know? And because of that, he would automatically be assumed to be guilty and the perpetrator. Like, he's very, very willing to play the villain, even if he doesn't need to. I don't think Till is dead, though. I think this is, like, this at the end. The sound design here is really good. It's really bittersweet, really sad. It's like these brief, nostalgic memories of childhood, and, like, you're recalling it before you die type energy, you know? I want to go back and look a little more at this. See Ivan watching over him. I'm guessing this is, I think part of this visual representation, right, is how Till might have remembered Ivan those other times, right? And how he is struggling to remember this aspect of Ivan, which is how he ended, you know? Like, this is how he kind of perceived Ivan, but this is who Ivan was, at least with Till. Like, this is who Ivan was with Till. I feel bad because I didn't comment on the song much, but I actually really like the song. There's, like, I like kind of like the chanting in it because it feels like, it feels epic in its own way. It wasn't the sound I expected, but I'm pleasantly surprised and I do like it. And of course, Akugetsu and Blame never, they never fail with the vocals. No one in Alien Stage does. Everyone's incredibly talented. Okay, so a couple of conclusions. So firstly, Mizzy is actually technically, canonically, if I remember correctly, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she is canonically the protagonist. And as much as I don't want Ivan and Till to be dead, and I want to live in my Delulu land, it is very possible that they are just dead because they are kind of side characters as much as we see a lot of them, you know? And I would love for them to not be dead and everyone to get a happy ending, but you know, life sucks. It's happened before, obviously. But another thing is that Ivan and Till were actually originally supposed to be canon. There's art of them on the beach where they were supposed to have like a reciprocal relationship, you know? And I think that went to Mizzy Suwa actually, and they're adorable. I love Mizzy Suwa. But I'm also like an Ivan Till shipper, like heavily. I ship everyone, right? Like Huna Luca, I ship it. You know, Mizzy Suwa, obviously I ship it. Ivan Till is just, it happens to be my favorite pairing, you know? And I do tend to view it from that gaze, but I think it's also very realistic that they just wouldn't end up together and that Till would hang on to Mizzy at the end. And he does appreciate Ivan. Like, it isn't shown super well in the actual rounds that Ivan and Till actually care about one another a lot. Like, obviously it shows Ivan's perspective, right? But from Till, he actually really does care about Ivan. It's just in a lot of supplementary info. And, you know, reminder that you can also subscribe to the Alien Stage Patreon to get a lot of like behind the scenes footage, extra info, interviews. I believe there's like an interview with Unsha regarding Ivan there. And there's like all kinds of interviews and stuff. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to hear a more structured, in-depth analysis, because reminder that this was just like me watching it and reacting and giving my thoughts at the time with some editing, I would love to do more commentary videos in the future, whether it's about this topic, like Alien Stage, or just like other topics, because I like to talk and yap my face off and treat things with nuance. I also like dating sims, but I also play a lot of different games, whether it's like RPGs, Metroidvanias. I stream, saying a lot of my streams tend to be like Zatsudans, where I talk about a variety of topics, and I tend to go pretty in-depth with some real-world stuff. And anyways, comment your thoughts down below on round 7, and feel free to comment if you want me to continue this and do an in-depth analysis. I'll see you later.